Making great tasting food shouldn't have to be time consuming, and a lot of people think that cooking is a trade-off between time and taste, meaning that the longer that you spend in the kitchen, the better your food is going to taste. And that's absolutely not true. You can create some great tasting recipes in a pinch. And because of this idea that cooking has to be a trade-off, a lot of people fall into these common traps that cause you to spend way too much time in the kitchen. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 of the most common mistakes I see people make all the time when it comes to cooking that's actually costing you time. So one mistake that I see people make all the time is not cooking to fit their schedule. So everyone has unique challenges when it comes to finding the time to cook, whether you're somebody who has a crazy busy schedule, you have an inconsistent schedule, whatever your challenges are, you want to make sure that you're finding strategies that are aligned with your lifestyle. This is going to make cooking a whole lot easier and stress-free. And when you find that schedule and can create a routine consistently, you're going to help save time, and cooking is going to feel a lot less like a chore. Another mistake that I see people make that actually costs them time in the kitchen is skipping menu planning. So a lot of people think that menu planning doesn't really make that much of a difference. It's not really that important, and it's not really going to matter if I skip it or not. And really, menu planning makes a huge difference in spending less time in the kitchen. So really, when you make a menu, you're giving yourself a plan of what exactly you're going to cook and making sure that you have all of the ingredients there when you're ready to make it. So this gives you a sense of how long you're going to be in the kitchen, and you can always choose different recipes if you want to spend even less time in the kitchen, and you're not going to be scrambling around looking for ingredients to either sub in or wondering if you have ingredients there or not. So really, making a menu is key if you're looking to save time in the kitchen. Another common mistake that I see people make that is costing you time in the kitchen is trying to do it all in one day. So if you're someone who's trying to menu plan really quick, go grocery shopping, and then come home and cook, and especially if you're batch cooking, generally this is not going to end well if you're doing this consistently. So what tends to happen is that you get stuck writing down the same go-to recipes, so you really get stuck in a cooking rut, and then by the time that you get through all of the cooking, you're completely exhausted. So really what you want to make sure that you're doing is menu planning all on its own, and then pick a different day to go grocery shopping and then to cook, especially if you're batch cooking. This allows you to go into each process feeling fresh and not rushed, so that way it takes a lot of the stress out of it, and it helps you be more focused and intentional about what you're doing that day, and in turn that's going to save you time. And another common mistake that I see people make all the time is overcomplicating their recipes. So as I talked about earlier, people tend to have this trade-off between it's either going to taste really great or it's going to be quick and easy. And really, when it comes to recipes, you want to keep it simple. So I always like to have the rule of thumb of less than 10 ingredients, not including spices, and less than 90 minutes of active cook time. This is a great rule of thumb for making cooking quick and easy, and that way it gets you in the mind space of picking recipes that are going to be time efficient for you without sacrificing taste. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you get notified whenever I put out a new video like this. And if you're looking to make cooking a whole lot easier and time efficient, you can take this quiz to find out what's going to be the best way to simplify your cooking and get your time back. You can find a link to that in the description and in the comments below, and I will see you next time.